Welcome back, drumheads and drumettes, to the House of Pipeman Mischief. Here we are on the drum score.
Listen,
if you've
it's
been
good
playing
to be
along at
back.
home,
I feel as if I've not been here for ages.
exactly. If you've been playing along at home, you'll notice that we've actually been out of the house for a little while. Andrew, you've been on holiday, haven't you? Why don't you tell them where you've been?
Where have I not been? Right, so Clan
Been on
Laird,
some trip, hey?
Clan Laird jumped in Snare Force One about 3 weeks ago, right? And we've been all in Europe. You know, it was like the Griswolds European vacation. Pretty much, I would say it was similar too. So the big idea was we were going to camp, right? And it worked out cheaper not to camp and to stay via like booking.com, which, by the way, I've got a massive bone to pick with him.
Oh,
You know, you see the pictures of the place you're going to stay, then you actually get to stay in it. No,
and get to
I don't
smell it.
understand why. I don't understand, right? I get this, right? So listen, if you pay $50 or €50, right, or 50 quid, that's reflective in the place you're staying. You're not going to get Shangri-La, you know, you're not going to get the Hanging Gardens of Babylon for 50 quid, right? But in the same kind of cut, my main thing is the security, right? As long as it's secure. Clean, that's a big word, capital letters, clean, right? Tidy.
Not always
and,
guaranteed.
and you know, I mean, and fairly kind of just suitable. You're only going to sleep there anyway. I mean, I know some people kind of get off in the big kind of accommodation thing with it. Oh, I want to stay in a really fancy hotel.
Yeah.
Personally speaking, I'm not a big fan of hotels. I've said this on the show before, right? I'm not a big fan of hotels, right? Because it's really sterile, normally, I find, right?
Mm.
I like to stay. I genuinely I enjoy staying more. Like, you can get these places where you're staying cheek by jowl in an apartment in an area where normal people live.
Yeah.
Right? I prefer that.
Yes.
And then
yes.
you can get into the mindset of the daily pattern of life and the wee
Immerse
shop.
yourself.
Yeah, the wee shop that's at the corner and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I prefer that. But by and large, the accommodation wasn't that bad. Different accommodation, different places. Ask me a couple of questions like, would I go to Amsterdam again? Not if you paid me. Not
lady,
if you
tell us what you
me.
think of Amsterdam.
Listen, no, if you paid me, right? See that place? It smells like somebody's armpit 24/7 because folk are smoking jazz fags, right? So you've got that. If you don't like that smell, don't go there, right?
Yeah.
No, people can go that Lairdy, you've been around the block, man. What would you expect? No, I get that, but it doesn't make it any less putrid.
You know what? You know what actually caught me off guard about Amsterdam? I was, after I left Scotland last time, I was cutting about in the town and I seen this old church. I was like, oh, I love this. This is lovely. Oh, an old church. Maybe it's from the 1200s. Walking around, and all the hookers start coming out of the of the woodwork. And they're just starting their shift, right? And they're all looking at me, and I'm like, hold on a second.
It's just, I mean, do you know what it also annoys me about Amsterdam, right? Now, buyer beware, right? And I fully understand this, right? Everybody's trying to make a couple of quid off a tourist. There's a tourist there. Charge him an extra 50 pence or whatever. I totally get that.
You look like one as well.
But I think Amsterdam does it exceptionally well, right? So it's got that other city vibe that I hate, which is London, right? I hate London, right? That's, you may as well just walk about with a tattoo on your forehead saying, rip me off to the maximum you can, please.
Yeah.
And I'll say thanks.
Thanks, yeah.
But I like to bait them. You know, I do a bit of baiting. So if you go to a place, I think people are BAMs or good people wherever you go in the world, right? So you get good people and bad people, right? That's just the way the world is, right? So I went into the spa in Amsterdam and this woman was giving me a bit of verbose. So do you know what I done back to her? I went like this. Blah, 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 blah. And she obviously went, is this guy nuts? Or what is this a different language or something? And I gave her the look as if to say, listen, see if you're going to be a BAM, I can be a BAM too. I can turn into instant BAM.
Do you know who
So
I am?
bring it.
I seen you cut about in your own hometown like a bam. You know what I mean? you,
Do you know what
you
I
get a
mean?
sense of freedom once you leave and you're in a new
I'm like,
country.
I'm like, I'm like, listen, we can all unearth our inner BAM. If you want to BAM me up, I'll BAM you back up.
I can out bam you.
Oh, I can out BAM you. I'll BAM you times
So,
10.
so,
So,
so this trip, what was it like? Yeah, you come across from, you cut down into England
well, do you know what it
across.
all started? No, it started with this. My daughter, the one that edited the show once,
Yeah,
when we'll go there, right? She was raging. She said I
that
sat
one good
there. I didn't.
episode we did. That was
Let's
a
get it. She had great graphics. It was a great job. It was the best editing we've ever done. And she said, I'm never doing it again because I get angry with her, right? So, because I was like, oh, that's like pipe band, blah, blah, blah. So, come back, Buff's always forgiven.
yeah.
But she's like, never again. Right. Anyway, back to this. So she was like, what about Salzburg? 60 years of Sound of Music. I'm like, I'm into the Sound of Music. That's one of my favourite musicals.
I didn't realize how much I was following you on the Instagram and that.
I
I didn't
love
realize how much you were into Sound of Music. You knew like
it.
every.
Mate, listen, I know it's not a Christmas. It's a Christmas film to me, right? See if it's Christmas time and that film isn't on, I'm not happy.
Wow.
I don't do Christmas, right? Not for any anti-religious reason, right? All respect to the big man. I love Christmas for that. I just hate all the tat that goes with it, right?
Yeah.
So my big thing is I do like sitting there with a couple of halves watching the Sound of Music. I don't know why.
Wow.
Childhood thing. I've always liked it.
That
Banging
sounds
tracks
nice.
on it.
I'd love to join you for that one
I
time.
know, Phil. I'm going to get pillars for this, but it's great. I love it. Right? It's a great film. So I done the Sound of Music tour, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
Cost a fortune, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, again, hi
Worth
tourist,
it.
give me all your money. It was actually my wife that paid for that. To be fair,
Listen,
she paid for that.
just the Sound of Music is not filmed in Switzerland. It's filmed in.
It's filmed in Austria, right? And here's
Oh.
here's a wee bit of trivia. Found it's into the film. At the end of the film, the Von Trapps escape into Switzerland, and it films them walking up the mountain, going into Switzerland at the end.
Yeah.
But they're no, the mountain that they're actually walking up into the back of Salzburg is actually marching them into Germany. So they're actually walking into the enemy territory.
Oh, into the doom.
It's just because the way it looked better, you know what I mean? The way they cut. But
so part two of the Sound of Music part 2 was like just a disaster piece.
So, and I also discovered I've got a favourite cake now. It's actually it's Bled cake from Lake Bled.
Yeah.
It was a lovely weekend of cake.
A Slovenian cake, eh?
Oh, it's beautiful, man.
Who'd have thought?
Absolutely beautiful. Ljubljana, beautiful.
That's mad.
Zagreb, give that a miss.
Yeah.
Right? Don't bother going. Budapest, good tune. Prague, good tune. Bruno in the Czech Republic, excellent tune. That was a surprise of the tour. I'd been to a few of them before, obviously, but that was a surprise. So if you're ever wanting to do something on a weekend, I would strongly suggest a flight down to Bruno, the Czech Republic, spotlessly clean, great people. However, I get shouted at 10 o'clock at night because the wee man, the wee guy I was going to cross the road because it was a red light at 10 o'clock at night and there was no traffic coming. But you see, I come from a people that have got free will and free thinking. And I can actually look left and right because I've been in the Tufty Club and I can decide for myself
you
that
do
it's
not
safe
obey
to cross, right?
road lights.
I don't need some dictator to tell me it's good to cross the road. So I crossed the road like a crazy Hellcat.
And
my wife she stayed at the other side of the road, obviously playing the game.
You get like a mad adrenaline rush from that, don't you?
And this woman was like that. This kind of elderly woman was shouting something to the likes of, "You're a bloody idiot. Why are you crossing the road? Da, da, da." And I just felt like saying, listen, that's good coming for you people. You get invaded with the Germans, now you get invaded with the Russians, and then you're telling me about a guy crossing the road. I don't think so, pal. I can cross the road myself. That's how good us guys are. You know what I mean?
We invented crossing the road. Yeah.
Again, bye, wee bit of baiting. Bye, we've back it or not. And then the other one was, we went to Nuremberg, right? Home of the trials.
The trials.
And it was all right. I wouldn't say it's a great place, but here's where I was really raging. You know the wee electric scooters you get? You can scoot about
Oh yeah.
the town? Right. They are, after the microwave oven, right, probably one of the greatest modern
Did you
inventions
have a go
ever.
on them,
Mate, I go in them everywhere I go. See
mate?
if I
How?
go if I go to a city, if they've no got them, that's instantly minus 20 points, right? Minus.
Oh, I'm going to Sweden again. I'm looking forward to just getting back on one of those. I'll never walk a step again in my life. Just
Listen,
right up to the
do
door.
you know what I think it's an advancement in a society, right? Even though Mary came off one in Kaunas and
Oh,
Lithuania, she came
that's not
off
the
one.
scooter's
But
problem. That's not the scooter's problem.
it was a bit unlucky. She fell off.
Oh,
Anyway, long story cut short, I made her not go to the hospital for 24 hours because I says, listen, we're getting back on the flight and you'll be able to go down to the NHS and gets done free.
oh, so
So
that was literally recent.
it was quite sure for her. But
Oh,
moving on,
well,
I
I
was
was
like,
going to say, so this was an
I was,
extracurricular holiday. This was not like to do with the pipe band research or anything like that. There was
nothing
no.
to do with pipe bands, nothing to do with, apart from the only music, sound of music, but apart from that, it was just, let's go and Snare Force One,
Yeah,
tour about. The idea was to camp. I realised how expensive the camp was, that I thought, you know what, you're as well just going into an air-conned room, and then you've got air conditioning, the temperatures were 40 degrees in Europe. And I
yeah.
was like, you know what, it's booking.com. So I carried a massive marquee in camp equipment and Snare Force One, doubling the weight of my van, costing me more money, right? That I never used. I
Oh
never
my
took
god.
it out once. Back to the scooter. I want to punish the people in Nuremberg, right? So see if the Burgermeister's listening in Nuremberg, right? I've got a news story for him, right? The whole concept of electric scooters is it provides the individual with the freedom to cut about the tune quickly, see what they like, and go, oh, I like this bit. Guess what? Park up the scooter. I don't know what app you use. I'm a Bolt guy, right? Take a photograph, scooter parked, and then
Yeah.
you walk about that wee bit, and then you go, guess what? I'm going to hop back in the scooter. Total freedom. It's
Get
an
you get
advancement of
heaps
being a good,
in.
right?
Yeah, it's
It's great, right? No Nuremberg, you can't.
oh
They might have caught them at all the trials, but there must have been one or two of them missing because they're obviously the guys that have decided what the rules is for the scooters. And this is the rules. You pick up the scooter, look, drive the scooter about. I drove maybe about a K and a half, scooting about. Oh, this is good, blah, 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 seeing this. And then I decided I'm going to park up here and just have a wee walk about and look at this wee bit. No, 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 my friend. Not today. Because the app says you're not allowed to park in this bit. You
that's
have
a
to
killer.
park.
That's a killer.
Wait a minute. You have to not just you have to park sensibly. No, no, no. You have to go back to the official parking spaces bit that you picked up the scooter. So I'm like, hold on a minute. So I've now got to go back on the scooter, go back to the parking bit with a wee blue patch,
Back on your feet.
leave it there, and then walk back to where I got. I was like, somebody's not thought about this.
You're not
Yes,
actually supposed to use them. That's basically the message.
instant bam was coming out me there. I was like that. No, if I could meet the Burgenmeister right now, I would
Yeah.
just go Bamtastic on them. So Nuremberg, instant fail. Never again. I'll not be back for it. Right, there you go.
That's it. You're off the list.
And then for there, it was up to Amsterdam and then on the boat home. I think I was
Nice.
everywhere.
So
Cologne,
you
stayed a night in
made it
Cologne.
back. That's good. You had a good holiday.
No, we didn't, baby, because we broke down in the M6 on the way back up. That was a
Oh.
complete
How's the timing?
disaster.
How's the timing for that?
4 hours left, and anybody that's been following me on social media knows that there was a week in a syndicate, and they'd put money on where I would break down on my trip, right? So I put the hex on it, right? As a Christian, you're not meant to believe in hexes and all that, right? You're like, nah. But my wife was like to me, "You've jinxed this, right?"
Yeah, that's it.
Boat,
You asking for
on
it.
the boat, I was like, "Right, listen, you better get ready with the dosh because that's us on the boat and we're on our way home." Who would know? North Keel, down there in Englandsville. Snare Force.
The
Boom.
counter was still going. The time was still on.
Right, anyway, so congratulations to the person that got
Whoever
that
won that, yeah, you're evil.
Well done, you. That's enough about me. Have you been camping or anything like that? Nothing.
Nothing at all,
Interesting.
mate. You know what I've been doing? I've had my head stuck down on a drum pad for the last however many
You're
weeks.
making
This
that
has
sound
been
as if it's a bad thing.
exactly. It's been paradisical. It's what we want as drum heads, isn't it? the
Well,
challenge.
I've been missing my drum pad and sticks. I've took them with me on holiday, right? I've been practicing now and again, but I've not been getting the full flow that I thought I would have
I
got.
gotta say something about, I've never done a competition or, of this magnitude, right?
Right?
But there's something about this exercise where you have real purpose. Every day you wake up and you're like, you just hear the MSR going in your head, and you're like, I need to get on the pad. I need to get on the pad. I need to go and play this, and it's
I think
maddening.
that's a good way to think.
It
That's a
is,
great way to think.
and I liken it to like you imagine your Guns N' Roses, right? And you're just playing Sweet
Wait,
Child of
wait,
Mine.
wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait, wait. You could have picked a better band than Guns N' Roses,
but you'll
right?
get my point. Hold on, you'll get my point.
Yes, you could have said yes or something like that. Camel,
You,
Genesis.
be- because
Other prog rock bands are available, by the way.
you'll get my point here, right? So like you imagine your Guns N' Roses, and everywhere you go, it's play Sweet Child of Mine, play Sweet Child of Mine,
Oh,
and to the point where you just get sick of it.
hate it.
That was my goal. When we got that MSR, I was like, I'm gonna make sure I hate this by the end of it. You know what I mean?
Do you know it's funny you saying that, right? I'll give a wee bit I'll give a wee bit of feedback on the hating of your tune, right?
Yeah.
When I was playing in the army pipe band, right?
Mm.
They loved Highland Cathedral, right? The tune,
Yeah, man.
right? It's one of the tunes, right? That people that
People
know
love it.
nothing,
Yeah.
people that aren't really pipe band people, right? Love Highland Cathedral, right? Tear
Yeah.
to the eye, you know that, right? By incidentally written by a German, I think, on an
That's true.
organ,
Yep.
transposed into pipes. Anyway, so when I was based in Germany, right, I honestly was going insane with Highland Cathedral. Every gig that we did, somebody would say, "Right, lads, Highland Cathedral," and I just want to die.
It's just a
I
death
just,
sentence. You're like, oh,
it was like, it was the most destructive thing ever. It was some form of torture.
yeah,
Highland Cathedral, Highland
yeah.
Cathedral, Highland Cathedral. And oh, they like this
Skyboat
other
song.
tune. They like another tune in Germany. Uh, it's I'm going to call it Wooden Heart, but it's not Wooden Heart. It's actually another tune. But I think Elvis Presley sung it.
Oh,
Da.
let's have a
And,
Kalia.
and that was honestly played to death. And I just thought this is like a pipe band drummer's hell,
Yeah,
right? We're playing these two tunes all the time. You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I never want to pick up a set of sticks ever again.
That's my
Just
4B world right now. Is those two tunes? That's what I've.
hate them, mate. Hate
So
them.
this, so I have to say this drum score, the MSR, it's given me spice to my life. But as we are nearing this date, D-Day, right? I've started to realize more and more that this is a crazy thing to be doing. I'm all
It's
the
not
way
just
here on the
crazy.
other side of the world.
It's not just crazy. It's killing the show because we're that
Yeah,
preoccupied with the pipe band.
yeah,
It's
it's a
actually
massive undertaking.
we started off as being non-combatant observers watching
Yeah,
drumming in the pipe band world and other worlds, right? We've now been sucked in through the Oompa Loompa pipe, in that film, like the wee, Augustus Globe, sucked up, right, into the pipe band world. And
yeah,
now it's fixating our lives. Do you know what? I'm going to mention it. Norrie Gillis is the pipe major, right?
yeah.
Said to me, it would be a great idea if we got ties for the band, right? And I went, well, all right, then I suppose, why not?
Yeah.
And he said, right,
Books me out.
what we could, he said, look, we'll get a tie made. And what we'll do is, it's no personalised, but it's World Pipe Band Championship 2025. So what we'll do is, after we finish, as a wee keepsake, a memento, as you were, the
Yeah,
guys in the band would keep the tie and be like, there you go. And allegedly, not that I know, but Spirit of Scotland used to do this. Not that we're Spirit of Scotland. It's
it's a
just a
different
bit of
thing.
patter, right? So we're like that. So he said they used to do that. And that was a tie that year, and you kept the tie. Right.
Yep,
And I
yep.
thought, right, okay, I get the patter. My God, right? I've been away for 3 weeks, and the guy that made the ties for the band has been riding the keyboard, right? Giving it the, we've sent you the ties. Where's the money? Give the money. Give the money. And I was like, I explained this to the guy. I said, we want the sponsors, right, or one of the sponsors to pay for the ties, right? And he's like, well, the ties will take about 8-9 weeks, so you need to get your order in. This is the design. You're happy with the design. I'll be happy to make the tie. I make the tie, right? That's the tie we're after. Obviously, the communication breakdown's been is he's made these ties, sent us the box out. It came like literally 2 weeks after I said, I like the ties. Boom, there's a box. By the way, it gives you 650 quid or something like that. I'm like, what?
That's unexpected. That's not something.
I'm actually going to the guy's office. Maybe he doesn't know it, but I'm going to go and visit the guy and say, look, listen, we need to clear up this communication malfunction. Either A, take the box of ties back, because my other alternative to the ties was
bracelets.
No, bracelets. You know, like the ones that they make
just like these, rubber.
Friendship bracelets. It's a great. Why did I not think of that? That's a great idea.
Actually,
friendship bracelets made for the.
I'll note that down.
As a keepsake. But anyway, I'm going to visit. I'm hopefully want to visit this guy in his office next week and say, right, either A, take the box back, right, or B, you're going to have to trust my integrity here. I will recoup you the cash for the said ties.
He's an honest man. He's good. He's a man of his word.
But I'm actually working on it as we speak. But what a guy, man. So, but ties are nice, like good ties, nice, comfortable to wear and all that. But at the end of the day, they're only a tie. And what really bothered me is I did suggest at the start we would just wear, because it's a veterans band, I says, why doesn't everybody just wear their own regimental tie? So you take your own regimental tie, put that on, and people that aren't affiliated to a regiment, they could wear one of their main sponsors, which is the Royal Regiment of Scotland. They could wear the Royal Regiment of Scotland tie.
Yeah.
Easy. I thought that was easy enough, but obviously I get sidewinded and cajoled with the idea of, give man a great idea. I was suckered into it, man. I've got ADHD. Listen, I can't concentrate. I've seen this to my wife. We went to the Rijks. One of the main reasons I went to Amsterdam, right, was because I wanted to see the Rijksmuseum. And if you see me on social media, I was looking at different pictures that are kind of, well, different, I've got them pictures, paintings, right, that I kind of like, right? And so I wanted to go to that museum to see these specific kind of things, right?
Yeah.
But my wife gets furiated with me because I don't have the patience to
actually appreciate it.
To spend that long. So what I do is, you get like wee quadrants.
Yeah.
You might get like a Rembrandt quadrant type thing, but it's very spots of art. But I go into the bits and I'll look at it and go, right, I'd have that in my wall. And then I'll walk away. And she'll be like, what? And I play this game. with everybody in the family. I go, right, what picture did I pick? And they have to try and then I have to try and pick their picture. And I go, I think you would have picked that one. Do you know what I mean? So my daughter Mary's got me over the back. She's got me. So she's clocked on to the kind of thing, the images and the colours of the things that I like. And she's like, you've picked that one.
Nice. Nice.
She's worked that one out. She has worked out what my kind of eye. But that's my point.
So I have to vouch for you. The ADHD thing that you've got is severe. Like when we were in Edinburgh, and I was like, man, I want to see this place. Like, this is awesome. And you're like, all right, let's go on a wee sightseeing tour. And it was like being on one of those scooters, but we were just like,
done.
You're like, right, over here. You see that? That's cool.
The thing is, though, right? So I don't like it any less. That's my point, right? My point. So anybody that's into their art, right, and they like a good bit of art,
a cultured individual, perhaps,
right? My top tip for you is the Rijksmuseum is €25 per adult. If you're under 18 or 18 or under, I think you get it in for free. It's very hard to beat the Kelvin Grove in Glasgow. Now, I never big up Glasgow. I'm not a big fan of the city. But I'll tell you one thing. You've got the Borough Collection and you've also got the Kelvin Grove. And in the Kelvin Grove, you can see some real masterpieces of art. It's free. and it's a really good collection. And they've even got Salvador Dali's Christ the Redeemer, which is a piece of art, is massive. You need to actually go to see the size of the painting, and that grabs you, the actual size and dimension of it. Fantastic. If you're bored, you don't know what to do in Glasgow, get yourself round to Kiln Grove. That's enough of the art. I'm going to think this is the art. The people saying this is the art.
Who would have thought it was a culture there? Actually, I do want to say one of the best pieces of art I've ever seen in the Sydney Art Gallery. It's like the Charge of the Scots Greys or something.
Oh, Scotland Forever.
Yeah, and I think it's literally the one is here. It's here in this city.
Did you see it? Have you seen it?
I go there just to see that.
Anyway, what I was going to say is moving on from the art and the ties and the thing, leading us back into the kind of parameters of the pipe band world.
Oh, yep.
UK Pipe Band Championships. I missed it because I wasn't here.
Yep.
But it was on the 12th of July.
Yeah.
An auspicious part of the calendar for some people. You go, happy 12th and all that kind of stuff.
Couple of things happening on that day.
Big things happening that day, which obviously influenced who was going to be at the competition.
Is that intentional?
Well, I suppose that some pipe bands are going to be busy on the 12th of July in Northern Ireland. They're going to do their thing. So there would have been certain bands that wouldn't turn up because they're busy that day. That day's booked for them. And that was part of the controversy when people announced that it was going to be on the 12th of July. They said, well, really, in reality, that's going to affect some of the kind of big bands for Northern Ireland that are going to be like, well, actually, we're busy that day. We're doing something on the 12th. But it was funny to see, and it was good to see. I don't know whether it's a meme or whether it's a thing or what. See when somebody just puts up a funny picture with a vaulter doing the so what do you call that?
That's a meme.
What's that? That's a meme.
That's a meme.
You
got it. You get just trust in yourself. You had it, man.
Well, you've got a meme, but you've got another thing. You've got a meme and you've got another one.
And a GIF.
Why is it called a GIF? Why is it not a GIF or a GIF? No, I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you for why. This is a funny story. No, it's not that funny. So, I was in France and I got a GIF because in France it's called a GIF, not a GIF.
You heard a French person say it?
On my life, right?
Wow.
So they call it a GIF, not a GIF. So they call it, obviously, Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. Vous avez Wi-Fi? Voici le GIF, right? So they call it a GIF. So the first time I actually heard of a GIF, I was in France. So I was like, what's the GIF?
Yeah, what's that? You were like,
they're like, it's a phone, son. Boy. So I was like, it's a GIF, right? And then, where's this going? So this is the odd bit, right? There's a guy called Callum Ma, right? He's a side drummer, right? A drummer.
Oh, no, French guy.
He's a good side drummer, right? And I tried to get him for the band, by the way, but he blew us out. So if he's watching the show, Callum, a wee shout out for him. By the way, I hope everything's well in your world because he had a bit of bad news not long ago. But anyway, he's part of this story. So he was walking out of this place and he was like, I says, oh, a GIF. And he started laughing at me. Like laughing at me like some old man to be laughed at, right? And I took umbrage. I was like, what are you laughing at? He went, a GIF. Like that, as if, and I'm like, is he laughing at me? Is he laughing at the GIF?
It's funny, it's funny. I guess
he's like, a GIF. Who calls it a GIF? I was like, well, about 200 million French-speaking folk call it a GIF. What is it called? And he went, a GIF. It's called a GIF. And I'm like, all right. Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato. So it's like the COVID, right? People call it COVID. Some people call it COVID.
COVID. Yeah, that's COVID. The sound of the cough, isn't it? COVID.
Yeah, COVID. And then I like doing this, and then I heard somebody called it Covis, right? I'm like, Covis?
Right. That's right.
Yeah. So, back to the UK Championships. Congratulations to St Lawrence O'Toole.
St Lawrence O'Toole, absolutely.
And I was watching the MS the other night when I was waiting for the show. I thought, I need to do something. I'll watch clips of the UK Championships. And this is what I noticed. So they've got somebody videoing the performers or the band coming on, and obviously it's the pipe corps coming on first. I barely good. So we're hearing the overall sound of the band predominantly from the piping aspect. There's nobody really at the back giving us the what I want to hear stuff.
Yeah.
Dynamite intro by Lawrence O'Toole, by the way. See that march that the drummers are playing. It's brilliant. I love it. Anyway, but I was like, wouldn't it be great if you had a wee bit of kind of a different angle, a different kind, so your sound would be more predominantly the drum and bass sound, as opposed to from the piping angle.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe somebody's done that, because as you know, I'm up to date with all my tech and all my socials and my GIFs and my GIFs and all that. So the bottom line is maybe somebody is doing that. I don't know.
Well, if anything, this is your chance to make a big deal of it, because the drum score is telling you now that we care about this stuff. We need to be hearing the drum score more.
I just think that, all right, I get this as well, with the overall, even for a drumming perspective, you're going to listen to the band.
Yeah.
And you kind of get that. I understand that. But it'd be good if you could. Oh, do you know, remember that? I think the BBC does this thing. You can press the red button, or interactive thing. Wouldn't it be good if you could get that, and you just press a red button and it goes to the drum corps side?
Oh, so you get like a live.
This is isolation. A joke for Alan. This is a thing for Alan White.
I'm sure he's already on it. He's already
like, probably thought he'd be like to me, Laird, it's not worth it. What? It's not worth it. I've already worked it all out. It's not worth the hassle. But you know what I mean? You'd watch the band, you go, all right, that sounded nice. What about button B? And then you switch around your lap. Listen to the drum go.
Okay, now. Yeah. And all that
somebody
effort
out there,
and time.
Somebody out there's clever enough that he can do it. I'm thinking Alan White, right? He's quite a bright guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, he's
one of the guys that the cleverness just kind of oozes at him.
The pipe band was lucky to have him.
It feels even more dumber.
Yeah.
Talk to guys like me, go, I've just came away feeling like a fool. You know what I mean? That way you just say nothing. You can maybe fox him for about 5 to 10 minutes. If you say nothing, you might get away with it. Probably no. They'll
bury themselves.
It's like that guy's just a silent chimp. He's not getting to say. But talking about that, so that was UK Championships, and hopefully next year we'll not have the controversy where it's going to be 12th of July, and we'll be able to have everybody at a contest.
Yeah.
Now the next contest is the Scottish, as many people are not watching the show. I'll not be there, because you know where I'll be.
Drumholler.
You should know the answer to this. You should know the answer to this.
You'll be you're not allowed to be anywhere else. You just took a massive holiday.
No, I'll be at Bonn. I'll be at the Bonn practice.
Oh, yes. 2
things. I was wanting to be at the contest because there's some people that want to be on the show, right? They're at the contest competing in bands, and they gave me like a phone call, phoned me up, not right. We want to be on the show. I was like, right, maybe some context. I said, but you better bring your good game. You know, you better get good game face, better part. I date after the Scottish. I'm like, I can't date after the Scottish. And even more importantly, we can't date after the Scottish because that weekend, I'm trying to keep clear because I've roughly, in my own way, spoke with Russell Esler.
Yes.
The master of the
pad of the generation.
That is an iPad, okay? That's definitely an iPad.
Oh, yeah.
It's an iPad. So much so, right, that I've already been told the one of the drummers in the band that he wants the band to buy us all rogue pads to practice on. I want everybody's thoughts on this. I know. It's a good idea, but he's like, get everybody a rug pad. And I was like, do you know what? We're doing that. I get this, right? This is the thing about pads. I don't want to labour pads because we've done it before, right? We've spoken about pads, but I really like the rug pad. There's a couple of things that I'd say that I'm not good about it. For instance, it's mega loud, right? So that might not always suit the person.
Yeah, not
right. So time and place type thing.
Yep.
But
when you want volume, it's
I really do like playing on it. It,
Yeah.
it does give me it gives me
Oh,
a sense of joy,
yes.
and I'm no. I don't think that's the whole point. There's no a king of the pads. I don't think there is a king of the pads really. I think there's a pad. I think that pads are like
That's your
you don't
personal
have one.
pref, yeah.
You don't have one album in your album collection, do you?
No, 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 no.
It's the same thing. I mean,
What's
no every day is Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes. Great
although
track.
although most days most
Great
days are.
track. Right? No every day express thyself
It's
by
like
Nate
it's like
Smith.
your desert island discs, right? It's like what would
Well,
you take with you
exactly.
on a desert island? What pads are you taking
What
with you?
pad would you what pad
That's
would you do,
that's worth
take
going
me?
through.
I don't, you couldn't say one.
No,
You couldn't
it's
go, right, I'll just take the rogue pad with me.
no.
Because you'd be like, oh. I mean, you're in a desert island, so the noise thing wouldn't be an issue. In fact,
In fact,
if
it'd be
anything, it'd be an
perfect.
advantage. It'd be an advantage. Like somebody's rowing by would hear you. And then they'd maybe hear you playing that bad. They'd be like, just keep rowing. That guy's a
That actually
rotten
sounds
drummer.
great. Listen, I just yesterday I was out practicing my MSR underneath a bridge on the harbour in the harbour here.
Did you have to move along the hobos? Were
Yeah,
you like
yeah.
that?
And that
Or the
pad
guy's
cleared them
sleeping
out.
rough enough?
That pad cleared them out. They're all like, "Oh, what's all this? That massage terrible." But it was good. It was like the sound was bouncing off the bridge, and all the
Oh,
yeah, it's
but
good.
you
It's
into it,
good.
aye. Right, good man. Uh, talking about pads, I seen wee Callum Freeburn. He was playing some stuff. Matthew Brownlee was doing the 18, but was it 8? It was on his 15th, 17th day or 16th day. He's
Yeah,
playing something every day.
yeah,
Seen that.
yeah. Unreal stuff.
And both of them are electric drummers, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, obviously rising stars. People in about probably, I'm saying, I was going to say 5 to 10 years. Actually, people knew that would probably look at us and go, I've not got time for you, mate. Sorry, I'm busy. A bit.
yeah. Get on to bigger, better
I'm, I'm,
things.
I'm actually cleaning my drum pad today, mate. I'm not going to talk to you.
Clean my drum pad.
Sometimes it's good to get, I like getting them a wee clean. Then again. Aye, look around the edges and all that. Just get a
Wow.
wee,
Actually, we're talking about drum pads for the band. Have we decided on what sticks we're using?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, we know what sticks we're using.
Tell us.
Well, what sticks do you think we're using? I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you a clue. It's the sticks I use.
Is it KP2s?
Aye.
Oh, okay.
Gym sticks, man.
Standard. Standard issue.
I don't know. See, we can go down the whole tonal route about. I think, to be honest, we just want people with. I think I've told this story about the tone, right? But so I prefer a lighter stick, and obviously running about like 53, 52 grams, and like a kind of high tone to the head, right? So a high pitched kind of stick. But allegedly, I was talking with Jim Kilpatrick up at his shop. All right, Andrew, how's it going? It's like, all right, Jim.
Like getting more sultry every time you do it.
Jim's got like a most transatlantic accent you could ever imagine. Hi, welcome to the 9 a.m. shift, Jim Kilpatrick. I think he could
It
probably
sounds like
slay
it's quite
the
soothing.
midnight. That's what I was going to say. The midnight hour with Jim Kilpatrick.
Wow.
Here through to 6 o'clock in the morning with the next caller, Andrew Laird. Andrew, I was actually saying that. He was saying it actually when he was playing with shots. And he said to me, he goes, actually, he said, out of all the drummers, he said, I think I had one of the kind of more duller sounding sticks. It wasn't as high pitched. I was like, really, Jim? I don't know if that's true. Maybe he was just saying that for a bit of kind of
Yeah. Make you feel better.
make you feel better being
No.
rubbish. He had the pad out and I wasn't going to play in it. You know, having a shot, Andy. He was like, no, it looks great, Jim, thanks.
No chance.
I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. He's good, by the way, he's good chat, by the way. You go up the shop and you're buying stuff and all. Obviously, I think it's one of the things, it's like, cycling shops.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Guys that I know that are in, guys that I know that are into cycling, guys that I know that have cycling shops, right? But it's like serious cycling, right? And they're like that. You always get folk coming in and talking rubbish. Well, talking to the guy that works behind the bar, works behind the kind of shop till,
Yeah.
and they're always talking about the different chains or the different kind of cleats or different sort of kind of whatever they're using for their bike and what they think's going to work, the weight, the kind of blah 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 blah, all that kind of stuff. So I think he obviously must be bedeviled by people like that. Do you know what I mean? And
Just
maybe he needs to double down in his BAM. When people start talking, he's like, hey, wait a minute. I can go Bamtastic on you.
just lose it on.
Jim the BAM.
What's happened to Jim, by the way?
He's went, but I've went Bamtastic. I'm not on the midnight hour anymore. I'm on a 12 o'clock show.
Oh, just following on from what you just said there. I don't know if in Scotland you had like a resurgence of like drum and guitar shops. Like, do you remember the days of a drum and guitar shop?
What do you mean? Like, there used to be like, there was a famous shop in Edinburgh called Muddy Seaton's, which is a
And
drum shop.
and you could go there and you could try and buy drums and guitars and all that.
Yeah.
I remember being a wee lad going into a shop, seeing a dude absolutely shred on guitar or shred on the drum kit, and you're like, now you try it, and you just absolutely you're giraffe falling over. You just bollocks it, and that moment was the whole reason I ever wanted to get better at music was so I could go into a drum shop and actually try out.
Remember that? Who's sadder individually? You. One day I'll come to this shop and you'll all be sorry.
And everybody in the shop will be
with the
listening, and they'll all drop
the,
their dacks and just be like, "Who's that guy?"
the,
That was the dream
jazz,
for me.
the jazz aficionado, right, in the shop smoking the galwa and the kaftan
in the corner.
He'll be
Like,
with the
"Who's
the
that?
yellow beard, the smoke stained yellow beard. He'll be like that.
Who's
No,
playing that?"
no.
That's that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the guy that blew people's minds as I was just trying something out and just put it down and go, no, that's not for me, right? That that was
Wait
like
a minute, and
my dream.
how's that worked out for you?
Well, now I'm finally at an ability where I feel like I could blow someone's socks off. All the shops shut down.
That's what I was
Everything's
going to
online
say.
now.
It's the internet.
Yeah.
So you've missed your moment.
So it's all over. Like,
What you could do is open your own shop. So
yeah.
tell your good lady, say, listen, I'm going to hawk all my equipment, all the clothes, everything we own. I'm going to put it into a shop.
That's a great idea,
She'll be
right?
like-
Because
she'll be
then
like,
customers
why?
come in and I'm like,
She'll be like,
yeah,
why?
watch this.
Just so I can show off my prowess.
Would you buy that? Or maybe not. Maybe this one.
Think this is more suitable for your jazz subtlety tones.
Can I try that? No, no, no. Here, I'll do it.
No, you can't even look at that guitar, mate. You can't even look at that one. Don't even touch it. Don't look at it. Move it out his road, his eyes. Put it somewhere else. You don't get to see that, mate. You're not that standard yet. I was like you once. That's all you need to think about. I was like you once. You could be me.
One day you can open your own shop.
We're going right off script here, right? With the shops. But I get the point.
There is an honorable mention we need to get out of the way before we wrap up this show here today.
Right, what is it?
That's to the big man Innes Common over here in Australia.
I'm glad you remembered that.
I didn't realize he's a kind of big fish in this world, and he's making
He
waves
is
down
he
here.
is a big fish. Yeah, he's a good drummer. He's obviously a qualified drum major. We've spoke about drum majors, by the way, right?
Yeah.
He's well disciplined and all that kind of things. He's teaching bands and teaching drum corps, and he's down in Townsville. What's the name of his company?
I would say he's up in Townsville, but
is it up in Townsville?
Up in Townsville for
he's
me.
Mega
anyway.
down. He's mega down in Townsville to me, like. But I get your point.
He's down in Townsville, but he's So what's he done? He started the North Queensland Highland Drumming. I think he calls it an initiative. he'll teach, he'll sort of coach. He'll you go to him or he'll go to you, and I mean, yeah, he's been in the British Army in the pipes
Yeah,
and
he's
drums,
been in the Australian army as well.
and then he's been in Oz
Yeah,
Army.
yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
all so like all
He's
the
got
credentials.
credential.
Yeah,
He's got credential. He's credible.
he's a
He's a
bona
good guy.
fide figure, right?
Yeah,
And I think
yeah,
yeah,
bona fide.
he's bringing the game up here. So
So we want 10% on every person that comes to you after they watch that show on us, right?
cheers,
And
Innes.
we'll collect that for you at the Worlds. We'll be out here.
We'll be
Where's our
seeing you
cup?
there.
You better get to that guy over there that's waiting for the time money.
We look forward to working with you, Innes.
That's about it. That's it. I mean, I think we're kind of sponged for the show. We're done.
No, much to get through in the weeks coming up. Everybody else is competing, not us. We'll
No,
just
yeah.
stay
No,
practicing.
yeah. Unless you know yet. The thing is, come on.
Yeah.
We've edged on this as well.
This is
Would you rather be a world champion or the Scottish champion?
Oh,
Everybody knows the answer.
yeah.
Want to be the world
Go
champion?
straight to the Worlds then. Don't even.
Don't mess about. Why are you
Don't
wasting,
about doing this
your
other stuff.
Saturday?
Yeah.
You've got other things to be getting on me, like practicing or something like that. I mean, see, there's another weird thing as well. Is like, there's a lot of guys, a lot of bands, get a run out and all that kind of stuff. But technically, the day the Scottish, our band will be practicing at a practice,
Yep.
which hopefully will work for us.
Yeah.
Fingers and toes.
We're working away here.
Right.
Hope you are too, folks. So keep practicing. Jump on your pads. Catches.
Catch.